Welcome to the Dingiston for a brand new trailer reaction. We're back to react to Batman Knightfall Part 1, the newest DC animated movie. This is interesting because this is the first DC animated movie to come out. Well, actually, that's a lie. I was going to say last animated movie came out since Crisis on Infinite Earths, but they've done like one or two Elseworlds because there's like that weird new Batman Ninja movie, and then there's that other like
Oh
Aztec
yeah.
Batman movie that they kind of just dropped and didn't tell anybody that they dropped it. And so, but this is exciting though because it's a new Batman adaptation of obviously the comic Batman Nightfall, which is a huge comic. Volumes of it are thick, and so looks like they're doing 3 parts of it, and this is the trailer for part 1. So let's get right into it. So let's see what this is about. So we're gonna watch in 3, 2, 1, and play.
Gotham City needs Batman.
Gotham needs Batman. I'm liking it. Oh, this
I
animation
love
looks great.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like
Yeah.
a comic.
Oh, Sean Paul. That's 3-movie event. Get Mr. Freeze there, Scarecrow. Ooh.
Bane looks so good.
He sounds great too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Look at him getting all juiced up. See, bruised Batman, that's really important with this. Oh. Okay. Look at that.
Well, that's a
A
gritty
little bit
new
brutal.
look for the Dark Knight.
Oh, interesting. Joker and Riddler,
Oh, Riddler. What's
the
that?
Penguin, Azrael there, Two-Face,
Dang.
Nightwing.
The guilty must pay.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All right, I
I did
know
not
that
know
was
there-
short but sweet. No date. It only says coming soon.
Yeah,
that's
I didn't know there were
interesting.
that many Batman villains in this story.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about what Knightfall actually is, right? Since Knightfall, it's the premise of this first one is I think it's mainly adapting the first major part of it, which is essentially Bane comes to Gotham. I believe this is the first story that Bane was like involved in. Like that's why he was such a big deal when he was introduced in this because I know the co-creator or the creator credit to him goes to Chuck Dixon, who wrote who wrote the original comics. What actually, fun fact, I don't think he's the only writer. I could be wrong, but I know the main writer of these movies is a current DC writer, Jeremy Adams, who he's right now known for writing the current Green Lantern as well as the current Aquaman. And then previously, he's also been known to do stuff with Flash. And I don't know if he's written much Batman any, so this is interesting. You know, I've dabbled in Batman a little bit because DC's done a lot of like one-shot stories with Batman or like anthology stories with Batman where a bunch of different writers get to like write a little Batman story or for an issue or something. So I don't know how much Batman he's actually written, which is interesting to see him tackle this. But I've really enjoyed his comic work, which has me excited to see how he's going to tackle this. But yeah, Knightfall. Story of it is Bane comes to town, comes to Gotham, and he's letting out all these villains, and he's wearing down Batman, and that's important because he's pushing Batman to his absolute limit, so he can then defeat him, which is something that the Dark Knight Rises tried to
I was
do
about
a
to
little
say
bit.
that sounds like
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises took a lot from this movie. At least the idea of it. They changed Bane a lot in that movie, obviously, and things. But you know how it goes with these things. And so, anyway, it's interesting though because in Dark Knight Rises, that's when you get your whole like, well, originated from Knightfall is the whole breaking the bat, across his back. You see Bane's knee come up and he, breaks him. That's from this. Like,
oh, nice.
I'm expecting that to be probably like maybe near the end of this movie, because I think it's, well, like that's the thing though, is like I don't know how much we're actually gonna get of what it goes into, because it's these movies are only like an hour and a half long. You can only do so much.
Yeah.
And so it'll be interesting to see what exactly they're able to do with the first part of this. So, but let's get a bit deeper into what exactly is happening here in this trailer, which is interesting. What'd you think about it though?
Well, just for context, obviously, like I was telling you, I'm not familiar with the comic story. I definitely want to try to get into reading that if I can before this comes out. But it looks fun. Like the animation looks really good.
It looks great.
A lot of villains. I mean, it and the screenshots that I saw before seeing this, I mean, that looks like a comic, like it. That which I think is cool.
So that's something I definitely wanted to bring up. Is there's so many character designs we see in this.
Yeah.
Where, it's like literally, like the comic characters come to life, which is so cool to see. And so like we see the shot of Mr. Freeze there. This is literally pulled from that era of this is actually I was looking into it. I believe this design of Mr. Freeze was from an arc right after Knightfall, but it's still from the same artist, Kelly Jones, where it's this animation pretty much looks like almost like his artwork, but it's animated, which is just really cool to see that they were so faithful to the designs of that era, which is really cool. And so shout out to that. Also, the cast of this. Have you heard about the casting with this?
No.
All right, we got some big names in this cast, which is really exciting. Oh, wow. Anson Mount is voicing Batman.
Oh, nice.
Michael Mondo, who we know as Scorpion, is voicing Bane.
Interesting. Okay,
I know
exciting.
he's doing pretty good. And then the other actor who's voicing Azrael, or Jean Paul, I think is his name, is Pablo Schreiber, who he wasn't somebody I recognized right off the bat. I then later realized that I think he's the person who plays Master Chief in the Halo show that we don't talk about.
That I definitely never saw.
Yeah, he's been some other things. His second credited movie was I think Den of Thieves that came out in 2018. And so if you look him up, it might be a face that you recognize. And so interesting that he's also a big role in this. And so it's an awesome cast. We'll obviously see who's voicing everybody else, which is exciting.
Well, another thing that gets me excited for this is the R rating. Like they're not going to hold back in the animation from that. I don't know if the story is gory, but these are usually like PG-13. Occasionally they're rated R. But it's going to be full on Batman and Bane fighting it out. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I am interested to see. I saw a point brought up of being like, does Batman need to be R, right? And when people think about the grittiest Batman stories, well, the first thing that most people think of is The Dark Knight Returns, which they did great in a 2-part animated movie. And that was more of a hard PG-13. So I hope it's not a case of them adding unnecessary things.
That's a good point. I was going to say, if the comic doesn't justify it, there's you don't need it.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I could see why that's a red flag for people. I'm going to try to be optimistic, and that I hope it just leans into the more violent nature, maybe, because it's obviously a very dark tone story that we are seeing with this, which is cool. And so, but yeah, no, that also, to your point of like unnecessary things, is like when we look at the last 3 Batman adaptations, they've all done things that are unnecessary, right? And I hope that they've learned and doesn't follow suit.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's like they keep on doing it.
And what era is Bruce as far as Batman goes? Like, I mean, he looked to be. He's not like in his early years. Is he like middle of the road?
So Batman? I'm pretty sure. So this Batman, or this Robin, I should say, which we see at the very beginning, great looking Gotham.
It looks so good
right off the bat as well here. But we do get to see Robin at the very beginning here. But yeah, this looks great. I love this though. Of like, you can tell this is Batman earlier on, and that he looks very clean there, and then later on he looks very beat up, which is cool. But this Robin is, it's Tim Drake. So a little bit of context. We could have seen Nightwing in this, and at this point, Nightwing was definitely an established character for a while. This was after Jason Todd died, but this was still maybe a decade, I want to say, ish. Maybe a little over a decade. I don't know the exact year. Before they brought back Jason Todd as Red Hood. And so, but yeah, to answer your question, that's Tim Drake here.
Okay, that helps.
So yeah, also bit before as well, similar time frame before when Damian Wayne was ever created. So adapting this other, adapting an older arc, which is interesting. This is interesting. I think is this meant to be Sean Calder? Is that Azrael? I think it looked like him. Maybe
the long blonde hair.
Yeah. So getting to see him in action there. 3-part movie event. Hopefully they break it up well. Mr. Freeze looks awesome there. Like I said, I saw that's a design ripped from a comic right after Knightfall called like Batman Unleashed or something like that. I don't remember the exact name.
Oh, that looks so good.
Look at that Scarecrow there. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. So cool. We're seeing all these different villains. And then we get to see the reveal of Bane there. That's just so cool.
Yeah.
I'm really liking him. I mean, this is the big important thing too, is
what's with the pipes on his back, or like the tubes? Because obviously the Banes I've seen this style of Bane before, but what does that do?
So it juices up in the back there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You see that's a tank of venom. So that's how he ingests the venom, and he gets all. Okay. As you actually see in the scene, he turns it on and he gets big.
I see. Did he have? Was it Batman and Robin he was in, or Batman Forever?
I believe it's Batman and Robin.
Robin. I think the design was similar to that.
Yeah, I need to. It's been so long since I've seen that. I need to rewatch.
I know. I don't know if I want to. Okay, I just couldn't remember if it was Venom or what it was.
Yeah, it is. It is Venom. That's like what he's supposed to look like, which is cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Together. I can't tell who he's beating up there, but that's brutal. A little bit of a different look for Joker. I don't remember if that's what Joker looked like at all in the comic, or if he was in it or whatnot. But because I've read the first of 3 parts, but that was a long time ago, and I want to get the other 2 parts before this one comes probably. So, but yeah. Bruce Wayne action. Is that?
I think that's the Mad Hatter.
Maybe I could see. You know what? That would make sense being the Mad Hatter, because that's not Scarecrow. But
no, I was about to say Scarecrow.
But that's a cool shot, though. Look at that.
Yeah.
Like this animation looks great, and also Riddler. It looks to be packed. I just hope it's something that is balanced well.
That's what I'm hoping. Well, and I'm sure if they introduce all these villains in part 1. I'm sure most of them will just be for a little bit, and then maybe in part 2, part 3, they'll use them more.
These look like Penguin Gang members.
Yeah.
I like that. I really like those Penguin designs. Those are cool.
Yeah.
And then obviously here's Azrael suited up. Like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Oh, geez.
I love seeing Two-Face there. Like, this shows a lot. And then obviously there's Nightwing there. Man, so this is interesting too, because this really goes into a big part of this arc of why Batman gets wears down is, Batman, obviously has a Bat family, but he's also has this issue of of wanting to do everything himself and taking on the sole responsibility and protecting everybody, especially after what happened to Jason Todd. And that's why he approaches training differently, and how he did with Tim Drake, which is really important to the overall story. That's the whole thing, is he gets wears down by himself. And what's interesting is I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Nightwing till what's probably at the end here. I know we don't get a great look at him here, but this is Azrael taking over like the bat suit here. because the whole point of it is Batman takes out, or Bane takes out Batman, so he has to recover, and somebody has to take his mantle. So the person that does it is Azrael.
Oh wow.
Which we see right there. Look at that.
Dang, that looks so good.
Yeah, and like that's literally the design ripped right out of the comic.
Wow.
It's like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be here day one for this.
I was gonna say, I
can't
love that even though I haven't read it, they've committed to keeping it to look like the comic, because that's one thing that always makes me laugh when I watch animated movies. I'm like, you have the storyboards right there. It doesn't have to be a 1-to-1, but like,
Yeah,
you have the designs right there.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, that's the thing is, animation's a fantastic medium. DC
Mhm.
really screwed up their last connected universe. They called it, was it Tomorrowverse or something like that?
Yeah,
It
I think
began with
yeah.
Superman. It began with that Superman Man of Tomorrow, I think it was called, which I thought was a great movie. I didn't watch the like Justice Society one that was after, but then that's what the Long Halloweens was part of. But they rushed it
Ah.
very quickly to Crisis on Infinite Earths. I'll be honest. I hope this doesn't follow that, because I was also really excited for Crisis on Infinite Earths. Well, let me take a step back. I was excited when they announced that they did it 3 parts. But then how they set it up at the end of Justice League World was awful. And the first part of that movie was so bad. And then I watched the other two.
That's
So
a
I'm
good thing
hoping
I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they don't screw it up. But yeah, this Azrael looks dope though. I do wish we got a release date, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. Well,
that's the thing is
maybe like Halloween time. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The big thing is at the time of us recording, there's the Anarchy, however you say it, film festival going on, where they're showing off a bunch of that DC animated stuff there, and there's actually I don't know where it is. It might have already happened, but there either just was or is about to be a screening of Batman, of this first one there. So it's like, it must be sooner than later.
Close.
It has to be close, which is why I find interesting. There's no date attached to it.
And I hope they don't wait too long in between the parts. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how long they typically do.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. But yeah, Arkham Asylum, official plot synopsis says Arkham Asylum has been destroyed. All inmates have been at least shipped upon to Gotham City. As Batman faces to round up some of his greatest enemies, he has pushed his physical and mental limits into final confrontation with a new threat, the man called Bane. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm just hoping that the trailer looks faithful. Hopefully they don't fall into the same pitfalls of the last Batman movies, of just unnecessary changes, which I could be here for so long talking about those. You have the first half of Killing Joke, which was just unnecessary. Batman Hush had one of the stupidest ever twists ever that I hated so much. And then Long Halloween did a twist that I didn't mind as much, but it also was, you could definitely say that it was unnecessary at the end of the day, though.
Yeah. I might have to go back and I watched part 1. I never watched part 2, but maybe when we're done with our comic dubs, I'll know the whole story. I can go back and be like, what the heck?
Yeah. Well, I felt like the first part was faithful other than very end, which is interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do the same too. Like once we're finished, I'll be like, okay, we'll go watch those and see. I don't know, but no. Hopefully this Knightfall is actually turns out to be pretty good. Hopefully with DC doing it so many times, they're realizing, okay, maybe we should do what we did with The Dark Knight Returns and do something faithful and stop changing it to just change it. And that's the big problem of, like, you don't have to put your own spin on things and something that's already great. And Knightfall is one of the biggest stories. Just
Creative
like
liberty isn't always the best thing, It's like
yeah. I mean, I get having to change things around for movies and making them flow better. I understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like this though,
when you have the blueprint,
yeah. There's a reason why people love those stories. Don't fuck it up.
Exactly.
I hope they don't here. But no, overall, I'm excited. It literally looks like the comic comes to life. It has me so excited that I do want to go back and read all of the all of Knightfall, because I've only read the first volume. So once this actually does get a date, I'm going to probably pick up the other two, and at the very least, I'm going to read the first one, because I imagine each movie is going to loosely adapt each volume, is going to be my guess. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
You have any other closing thoughts?
Just dittoing what you said. I'm pretty excited. I hope they don't mess it up. I know I'm not as familiar with the source material, but I think it looks pretty good. So
It looks packed. I hope
Yeah.
it's also not like 70 minutes and it actually gives us a bit of, time to
Depth and-
fully develop the story. And this
Yeah.
trailer shows a lot going on. And so I think that's the last thing I have. So, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It looks cool. And if you also like what we're doing here with these trailer reactions, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It was a fun time talking about this. I'm excited for this. I'm hoping proper DC animation is back now that they're past their whatever the last era of stuff was.
Whatever the heck that was.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that stuff. Hopefully they learn from their mistakes and do something better now, which I'm excited for. And just hope to God this isn't Crisis Part 1 again. So, and that's where I'll leave it. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you next time here at the Dingus Den. Ladies, everybody. Bye.